More of the random Sunday road trip continues. This is a place called Elkhart Road gas station. Absolute lifesaver. I have sputtered into the property here on a couple of occasions. Highway 97 is right there. Kelowna is that way. Merritt is that way. This is about 20 minutes outside of Kelowna-ish. Same amount of time you get to Aspen Grove and then Merritt up 97 that way. We're gonna go up over here, this little side road. A couple of lakes back there. I was just talking to the women that own this place, and she says the scenery is gorgeous and it shouldn't be a problem in Red Betty. So we're gonna head up the road that way and see what this random day offers us. Just a few meters up Elkhart Road, it opens up into this sort of Canadiana wilderness back here. And it's extremely quiet as well. So we're gonna carry on that way. There's a lake right there. There's so many lakes in this area, I can't remember what it's called. I'll find out, make sure you know exactly where we are, and we'll go see what's going on down the road. I just washed this old girl yesterday. It's okay, we're doing a little backcountry, that's fine. So the route that I'm currently on is a little too narrow for wee Red Betty there, so we're gonna walk this last stretch down here. It's too much for the little car. I could probably do it, but no sense straining her to that extent. There will be that for a Canadiana wilderness scene. Beautiful back here, it's beautiful. And there are some guys ripping on dune buggies back here, so you might hear brup brup and see some guys go flying by in the background. But that's what it's all about. This is called Swan Lake, where we're going here. And I've got the fishing stuff. I've got a little lunch with me. I don't really know if either of those are going to happen back here. I don't know how far of a... I just got a visual of the water there. That's right here. We're good. I don't know if we're staying. I don't know anything. This is a completely random outing. And like many of these circumstances where I don't even know if I'm going north or south when I get in my car, it ends up a lot of the time when it's completely loose like that, it ends up being a nice day, a nice time. I discover something or an area, or I don't know, get a visual or get an idea, whatever. It just ends up being a nice day. Yeah, I see the lake. Ooh, that is a big body of water. So we're back this little road here, and there's a cabin. No indication that this is private property, but it looks like there's a lodge or something. Doesn't look like. Yeah, it is. There's people back here, so I'm gonna have to find another spot. There's a lake though, you get a little glimpse of it. Whew, out of breath from the hike back. And that's a good thing. That spot is no-go because it's private property. As isolated and remote as this is. It's not a recreation site. Recreation sites are provincial. They belong to the public. You can't necessarily camp or stay at them at the rec sites if you don't sometimes if you don't register and pay to be there. They're usually pretty loose though, because they're way in the middle of nowhere like this is, so not a big deal. But this scenario, that's some kind of lodge or something down there, so we're going to carry on. And the issue is, that's the forest right there surrounding the lake, and I've looked at a few spots. Because you would think, well, just walk down the lake. I don't understand. Stop the car and walk down. It's incredibly dense forest. You can do it, but you're scratched up and there's cobwebs and I don't know what all else back there. So it's not worth it just to get a lake view. In this area, there's so many lakes. You're not gonna wreck yourself to get back to a specific one necessarily. So yeah, carry on. Hopefully get access to that lake at some point. If not, there are, I think, 3 or 4 more equally gorgeous spots just up the road. The randomness of the day continues. I went up that road. That was just same road. Went up a little, maybe 100 kilometers. Oh, for Christ's sakes, maybe 100 meters. Let me do that again. The wonderful randomness of the day continues. I'm about 100 meters up from where I was just talking there. And there's apparently access to the lake along that trail. I'm going to prepare a little more deterrent because we're pretty far back here and we're kind of on our own, which is what I'm after. So let's go have dinner at this absolutely incredible spot on frame on Swan Lake, and I'm getting the feeling I'll be cleaning up some garbage on the way back, but that's all good. Let's go. From the road right here, we've got this lovely access circumstance. That has been very well maintained by someone. You can hear the tree swinging in the wind, and there's no other sound. I'm fairly far back. In Canada's equivalent of the Amazon. I can see just up here. Looks like we're gonna get to the lake. I'll turn it around and show you. Maybe not. This is starting to feel not worth it because it just takes you back to the road there. Damn. I assumed this trail would get you to the lake. But I'm just back at those that chalet kind of cabin spot. That's okay. We'll go back to the car. It's a neat little spot. Go back to the car and carry on up the road. Right back where we started. Mission not accomplished, but really good little deep woods hike. A little sweat going. A little more familiar with the area. And you'll see it'll work out just right. Got a glorious sweat going from this backcountry hiking. Amazing. Doesn't look like Swan Lake's an option. I could probably find access to it, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to carry on up this way for at least a few kilometers. There are another few lakes up there that we're going to try and get to, and if not, we'll stop just before sunset. And I've got a little meal that I was going to have for dinner ready to go. I don't like getting out of these places after dark because the road is pretty gnarly for my little putter here, and I like to be able to see what I'm doing without potentially bottoming out, which is a factor. And yeah, look at the sweat. It's a beautiful thing. Carrying on.